Hey Internet, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of the John Graves Show. Today, One Piece this week has really jumped its gun with, I get the feeling that this may possibly be the ending of the Doflamingo arc, probably in the next chapter or the chapter after that, because from how this is looking is that or at least let me jump right off the gun here and just start this off by saying that Doflamingo this week posed jumping off the normal One Piece structure of Luffy dropping a brand new move and then using that to its fullest extent and him getting tired and beating the main villain. Let's jump right into the whole thing of which Doflamingo said partially through this chapter, which is, I have awoken my Promethea type fruit. And with that, you really gotta wonder, is that what did he do to necessarily awaken it? And pretty much what has he done with it to, aside from turning objects around him into manipulative wire? It's still a question of if that's what he can do with it, then what are the other possibilities in which that other fruits can do? Well, I was thinking about it for a second, but then I was thinking to myself, out of all the Promethea type users in which that we have seen in this series, aside from Edward Newgate, in this case Whitebeard, the question is who other than Don Quixote, Doflamingo has had his fruit as long as he has? Because I know that Blackbeard has only had his for, or at least he's had his for less than 2.5 years. And it seems as though is that for what's name to say that he has awoken his devil fruit. He has had it ever since he was, I would say, 11 years old. Well, 8, 9, 11 years old. So getting to the point in which that he can actually activate it to that point in which that he can stitch his own body up. He can turn other objects into these things. He can force it to he can force it to actually interact with pretty much clouds, okay? Clouds themselves, something that isn't a very physical matter. When the clouds aren't necessarily physical, it's gas. So pretty much you still have to think, how is it that he can turn that into wire and use that to swing across the sky, And even with that, it opens up a whole new possibility for other characters who do have Promethea type fruits such as Luffy, Robin, Chopper, and Brook. Looking at their fruits is what are some what are some further possibilities in which that these characters can take their fruits to actually comes off as a larger scale fruit. And also another question poses up from this: can this also affect Zohan fruits, or or is this just solely a Promethea thing in which that it just comes off like that? Do fucking Logia fruits, do they do the exact same thing? It's a whole bunch of questions in which makes you think now this is gonna be some badass shit later on in the series, because originally I kind of had the feeling that once they beat Doflamingo, everything would sort of just go by the book, but as this series is going on, it's raising way more questions for Devil Fruits and pretty much allegiances and all the top people that they have to fight, and the levels in which they're all of our main characters in which they have to go. So pretty much that is what I got to say about that. What do you think about it? Tell me in the comment section. I'll catch you on the next John Graves Show. Please keep watching anime, keep playing video games. I'm out.